Hi everybody, I hope that everything is okay with you and you have enough time to watch this video if you would like to do that. What I want to explain, is about the last week movie, about the poem of Saadi. I received nice feedbacks and also I had some questions that I'm going to answer. Few of them. I received some questions that I'm going to answer some of them. Altogether, I think it's a good experience and we can continue, especially for the people that they are working on Persian literature and they want to know the meaning, the translation, the industries, many things about the Persian poem. I think it is good for them and they can learn a lot. And also, it's a good experience for me. What I am thinking to do, is we have started from Saadi. Later, I think to go to the Hafiz, and later to Rumi, and also Khayyam and Ferdowsi. I think these 5 people are the best Persian poets. Yes, it is the biggest people that we have in the Persian poem. So I'm going to introduce them and read some of their poems and speak about them. Today, what we are going to do, we are going to read another love poems from Saadi and speak about that and translate it and explain it and say how it works. Yeah, and I think it's a beautiful love poem again. The questions that I had, that I received, and I want to answer. One of the friends asked, you said the name of this kind of poem is sonnet, but you didn't say what is the name of it in Persian. Okay, the name of this poem in Persian is ghazal. And as I said before, ghazal is a kind of poem that usually they are using for poets are using for love poems, to cite the love poems, and usually it is just for love poems, but later many people they use for other things, and it is not exclusively just for love poems. So you can see the other ghazals that they are not just love poems, but in most of the time it is just for love poems, and it's a very beautiful kind of poem that you can say the things that you want about love. Usually it is between 5 and 12 verses, and I need to describe something before we are going further. We have radif and qafiye. The radif and qafiye that I'm going to explain about them in the poem itself and show what is the radif and qafiye and how they work. How you can use qafiye and how you can use radif, and what is the qafiye and what is the radif. And I don't know what is the translation of qafiye and radif in English. I don't know, and I think this somehow is better for us just to use the original name for them, because when you want to translate, then maybe it is not the exact translation, so it's better use the original name for them. And the other question that I received was that how a poem could be so beautiful. How a poem could be so beautiful. Like the poem that I read last time about Saadi. According to me, there are some factors that you should follow to cite something like that, but I should mention here. The poems of Saadi are sahl and mumtane. Sahl and mumtane, what does it mean? Sahl and mumtane. Sahl and mumtane. Sahl means they are easy. When I see something like that, I could do the same. Okay, go ahead. And mumtane means difficult, impossible. when I see a poem from Saadi, I think, oh, it is so simple. I could cite the same thing. But when I try to do that, I say, oh, it is impossible. I cannot do that. So the poems of Saadi are cheating me. I think I could do that, and I can't. And many people try to do that, but they couldn't. And also something that I need to mention, some friends ask me why you do not go to the new poems, I mean modern poems in this century or 20th century, something like that. Maybe later I pay attention to them, but right now and forever I prefer classic poets, because I think Saadi after 700 years is still here. It means that he has something to say. Or Hafiz or Khayyam after I think about 1000 years he is still here, and people cite his poems. So I prefer to read the and pay attention to the poets for myself, not just even for this video, that a long time passed from their age and they are still here. There are many poets that they cite everything, and later you see, no, nothing happened. Nothing happened, and after their death, or even during their life, nobody pays attention to them. I think it's a good criteria for, at least for poets, that if they remain after their death and people still cite their poems, I think it's a good criteria. And altogether, if even we don't care about the age and time of the time, if you don't care about the age and time which passed with this poets, still I love. I mean, I cannot see the beauty that I can see in the poems of Hafiz and Saadi and Khayyam in the other poets, especially new ones. Though there are some good ones, I am not going to deny all of them. But how you can cite a poem like Saadi? Let's go to first. You must have talent. You must be talented. You must be gifted. Without talent, you cannot do that. It's just waste of time. I don't have the talent of poem, so just forget it and go to the talent that you have for something else. Maybe you are a good engineer, maybe you are a good doctor, maybe you are a good worker, whatever. But you don't have talent for poem, so just forget it. The first one is talent. We should have talent to go this way. The other thing that I think is very important is you must read a lot of poems from the past and from the new poems. You must read all of them. You must read and know how they have done, how other people they have done, and how it works. So you learn many things. Without reading, you cannot do that. You cannot sit in your home and cite a poem without reading the poems of other people. And Saadi and Hafiz and other people show in their poems that they know the other poems because they refer to them and they mention about it. And so the other things that I think is a structure of the language. You must know the language, how it works. What is the grammar? What is the past tense? What is the past simple? What is auxiliary? What is the verb? What is the adjective? What is noun? What is pronoun? You must know all of them. You must know the language very well. You must know the words very well, and you should know how to separate them and how to join them. You cannot do that just with a limited amount of the words. You cannot do that, and without enough knowledge of the grammar, you cannot do that. It is not possible. Saadi, Hafid, they show that they know many languages and they know the structure of the language. And also you must know many words. As I said, with limited amount of words, you cannot do that. Sometimes I am speaking with the English speaking people, and they use words, or they are emailing me and they are using words that I need to go to dictionary. It seems that these people, they know many words that usually ordinary people, they don't know. They don't know these words. It seems that they are reading many books and many poems and something like that. I think these things are and also you must know about the industry of poem. You must know how it works, how there are many different kind of poems. You must know them, and you must know which kind of poem is suitable for the kind of poem that you want to cite. Altogether, I think talent, reading too much, these things are so important to cite a poem. Then later, as I said, we are speaking about the Afia and Radif I said before, and I'm not going to repeat that. Then, okay, let's go to Saadi. I'm going to cite one of the beautiful poems of Saadi about love. Again, love poem. But before that, I would like to mention that Saadi is not just a love poet. He has many other things, and also he's a big humanitarian. He has nice poems about the love, affection, and things like that. And I'm going to recite a very short poem from Saadi, and I have here that this poem has been written in one of the gates of the United Nations, but I don't know, I'm not sure, I have not seen myself, but it doesn't matter if they have written there or not. The poem is so beautiful and so nice and so meaningful, so I'm going to cite it first to show that Saadi also has other beautiful poems about everything. بنی آدم اعضای یک دیگرند که در آفرینش ز یک گوهرند. چو عضوی به درد آورد روزگار دیگر عضوها را نماند قرار. تو که از محنت دیگران بیغمی نشاید که نامت دهند آدمی. Okay, it was just 3 verses and I'm going to translate it and say what does it mean. It says Bani Adam. Bani means children or sons or kids of the Adam. Bani Adam. Adam and Eve are for each other. They are from the same essence, from the same jewel, from the same creation. And in creation they are from the same jewel, from the same essence. As I said before, چو عضوی به درد آورد روزگار دیگر عضوها را نماند قرار. If you have a headache, other organs have pain also. They are not indifferent. You cannot say, okay, I have headache, I don't care, I'm sleeping. It doesn't work like that. All of your body is restless and in pain because you have a headache. چو عضوی به درد آورد روزگار دیگر عضوها را نماند قرار. تو که از محنت دیگران بیغمی نشاید که نامت دهند آدمی. You, that to or to, Thou, as I said, or I didn't say before, I don't know, Thou, to that I have seen in the English classic works like Shakespeare, Emily Bronte and Bronte. Thou, to means to, like you, is you. In English language, in classic English, is you. تو که از محنت دیگران بیغمی نشاید که نامت نهند آدمی. You that are indifferent about the pain of others, you are not deserved to be called human being. It is from Saadi. Now we are going to the main part of this video. There is a citing love poem from Saadi. As I said before, I'm trying to explain some keywords before going forward. Okay, let me see. We have Arif. I think it is Arif. The other things that I can explain during the translation. Arif. What does it mean, Arif? Arif means that somebody. Arif, Ma'rifat, Irfan. Irfan means mysticism. Okay, mysticism. And Arif means that somebody that knows God by his heart. He knows God just by his heart. He doesn't need any reason. It's clear for him that there is a God, and this God is good and perfect and everything. So, Arif for Saadi is the Arif. Rumi is the Arif. Hafiz is the Arif, and many poets, and the people even they are not poet, they are Arif. They people that they devoted themselves to the God. Though they may work, they have ordinary life, but all of the time they think about the God and they will come back to the God. I explain about that more about Rumi. When I am speaking about Rumi, I speak about that because it's not possible to speak about Rumi if we don't know the meaning of these words. We must know Rumi. And when we want to know Rumi, we need to know about the mysticism and the ideology of the Rumi. If you don't know that, then it's not possible to know the Rumi. I am speaking very detailed about the Rumi, about these things when I am speaking about Rumi, and I explain all of them. But right now, I say just Arif. Arif is somebody that knows God by his heart, and he has devoted his life for God. Okay? So, first of all, I am reading the poem in Persian because it's so beautiful, and then I am trying to explain it and translate it. هر که دلارام دید از دلش آرام رفت، چشم ندارد خلاص هر که در این دام رفت. یاد تو می رفت و ما عاشق و بیدل شدیم، پرده برانداختی کار به اتمام رفت. ماه نتابد به روز چیست که در خانه تافت، ماه نتابد به روز چیست که در خانه تافت. سرو نروید به بام کیست که بر بام رفت. مشعله برفروخت پرتو خورشید عشق، مشعله برفروخت پرتو خورشید عشق. خرمن خاصان بسوخت خانگه عام رفت. عارف مجموع را در پس دیوار صبر، طاقت صبرش نبود نهنگ شد و نام رفت. گر به همه عمر خویش با تو برآرم دمی، حاصل عمران دم است باقی ایام رفت. حاصل عمران دم است باقی ایام رفت. هر که هوایی نپخت یا به فراغی نسوخت، هر که هوایی نپخت یا به فراغی نسوخت. آخر عمر از جهان چون برود خام رفت، چون برود خام رفت. Okay, beautiful again beautiful. Okay, what I want to say here that is not all of the poem. I have abbreviated just 2-3 verses because it was difficult to translate it and maybe it doesn't mean anything in your culture, so I have abbreviated, and I think this one is more than beautiful. So we are going to speak about that and explain it from the first verses. هر که دلارام دید از دلش آرام رفت. دلارام means lover. Delaram is the combination of 2 words. Okay? Delaram. You can say هر که lover, mahbub, ma'shuq, whatever. There are many words for lover in Persian, but it says Delaram. Okay? Delaram, Del means heart, Aram means calm. Delaram means somebody who makes your heart calm, relax, happy, okay? So Saadi using Delaram, and why he using Delaram? Why he doesn't say Ma'shuq? Why he doesn't say other words? There are many other words. Why he says that? we see هر که دلارام دید از دلش آرام رفت. Everybody who has seen the Delaram means lover, از دلش آرام رفت. From his heart or her heart, calm gone. There is no calm for him. He's not calm anymore. So here, as we say, I spoke about the industries of the poem. He's playing with words. Delaram means somebody that makes you relax. Okay, he says everybody who has seen the Delaram is not calm anymore. Everybody who has seen that makes your heart calm is not calm anymore. He's playing with the words. Delaram is the combination of Del and Aram. هر که دلارام دید از دلش آرام رفت. Delash and Aram, they are separated of the Delaram. Del plus She plus Aram. There is a She here, there is extra. We don't see in Delaram, Delash, and we don't see this She, SH in the Delaram. But this She is pronoun. Is a Zamir Mustatar. I think in English you say hidden pronoun, something like that. So, Del Aram, he joins and separates the words at the same verse and with the different meaning and different translation and different pronunciation, not translation, different pronunciation to make it so beautiful and so difficult to do that. It is so difficult to do that. I don't believe that you must be master of the language you could do that. دلارام هر که دلارام دید از دلش آرام رفت is one or two words that he separates and joins and so beautiful. چشم ندارد خلاص هر که در این دام رفت. چشم ندارد خلاص. He cannot be free. She cannot be free. The person who goes in this trap of love. He cannot be free. He is there, she is there forever. He cannot be free. He cannot say, okay, one day I don't care or something like that. It doesn't happen. If it is true love, it doesn't happen. He is in love all of his life. And about Qafiyeh that I said, you see Aram and Dam. Aram and Dam, I think the Persian, the students that they are working on Persian literature, they must have the poem in front of themselves. Aram and Dam. You see, Aram and Dam are Qafiyeh. They have the same tone, they have the same music, and they have the same melody. هر که دلارام دید از دلش آرام رفت. چشم ندارد خلاص هر که در این دام رفت. Raft and raft, they are radif. They are not Qafiyeh, they are just radif. I am not going to make it so technical because I know some of you don't want to be bothered with technical details. یادتون می‌رفت و ما عاشق و بیدل شد. We were thinking about you. We were speaking about you, and we became we fall in love. We were speaking and thinking about you, and we fall in love or we fell in love. یادتون می‌رفت و ما عاشق و بیدل شدیم. پرده برانداختی کار به اتمام. Then you showed up, then everything. It became complete. Then just we were thinking about do something like that. Just imagine you showed up, then complete. It is the end of it. I cannot speak about it more than it is. ماه نتابد به روز. چیست که در خانه تاب. ماه نتابد به روز. چیست که در خانه تاب. ماه نتابد به روز. چیست که در خانه تاب. There is no, the moon doesn't come out in the day, it is just in the night. There is no moon in the day. So what is this in my home? ماه نتابد به روز. چیست که در خانه تاب. There is no moon in the day. So what is shining in my home during the day? Saadi resembles his lover to the moon that is shining in his home during the day. Okay, سر نروید به بام، کیست که بر بام رفت. And he said, Sar, I said to you, cedar doesn't grow on the roof. You know, the roof there is different from here. Roof here is like that, okay? Because there's too much raining and snowing. But there in other parts of the world, they are like that. You can go on the top of roof, and many people sleep on the top of roof during the summer and spring, and because of the nice weather, you know. He says, sad, نروید بام. Cedar doesn't grow on the top of the roof. Who is on the top of the roof? Again, he resembles his lover to the cedar that has grown on the roof. Because his lover, maybe she went on the top of the roof to sleep or something, I don't know. مشعله برفروخت پرتو خورشید عشق، خرمن خاصان بسوخت خانگه عارف. The rays of the Son of Love, the rays R-A-Y, the rays of the Son of Love made a big fire, and from this fire crop of the elite people burned, and also the home of the ordinary people. I don't know, I think it is not a beautiful translation. I try, let's see if I can reword myself. مشعله برفروخت, the rays of the Son of Love made a big fire, and because of this fire, the crop, C-R-O-P, the crop of the elite people burned, and also the home of the ordinary people. This love rays burned everybody. It doesn't matter you are elite or ordinary person. عارف مجموع را در پس دیوار صبر طاقت صبرش نبود ننگ شد و نام رفت. Arif, I said to you, Arif, somebody who is devoted to God, is thinking just about God and nothing, just God. So he says, Arif, he is speaking here as a third person singular himself. He describing himself as a third person singular. He says, he wants to say, I am Arif, the Arif behind the wall of W-A-L, wall of patience. What is patience? Patience, I said that we are going to speak about that, about Rumi, when I want to explain Rumi and cite some of his poems. I am going to speak about them, but right now it says Sab, according to all of the Arifs, and also it has been mentioned in the book of the Attarine Shahburi that later I don't know, maybe I speak about him, that he has a book, the logic of fly. He is speaking about the 7 cities of love, or 7 steps of love, that you start from here, you are here, and all of them is loving God, not about the love of girlfriend or boyfriend or something like that. He speaks, and there are 7 steps or 7 cities that you must go one by one until to reach to the end. And one of the steps or cities is sabr, which means patience. And there are many qualities for that. And somebody who claims that I'm Arif and just I care about God and I love God or something like that must have this quality. He must be patient. He must have patience, and he must be patient. And here Saadi calls himself as an Arif, and he is Arif in fact. He says, عارف مجموع را در پس دیوار صبر. He says, though I am Arif, but I couldn't stand behind the wall of patience. So I'm not patient because I'm in love with this girl. طاقت صبرش نبود. I couldn't tolerate. I couldn't be patient. ننگ شد و نام رفت. So I became, how can I say, I ruined my nickname, my good name as an Arif, and people, they say, okay, Saadi fall in love, falls in love, and he says, yeah, I am Arif and I should do these things, but I didn't do that because I fell in love with her, so no patience. I am not patient, I don't care, so my good name ruined as Arif. Saadi, you know. گر به همه عمر خیش. So beautiful. This verse is super beautiful. گر به همه عمر خیش با تو برآرم دمی، حاصل عمران دم است باقی ایام رحم. So much. Sadis, I don't know how he could do these things. گر به همه عمر خیش با تو برآرم دمی، حاصل عمران دم است باقی ایام رحم. If in all of my life, it's translation. If in all of my life I stay with you for a dam means short time, maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days, maybe 1 month, maybe 5 hours, maybe, I don't know, something like that. Dam, in fact, this is just seconds, but maybe 3 months, maybe 2 months, maybe 2 days, 3 nights, I don't know. گر به همه عمر خیش با تو برآرم دمی. If in all of my life I stay with you just for a dam, for a short time, حاصل عمران دم است باقی ایام رحم. The result of my life is just this short time. The other time just wasted. I care about just this time, this short time that I was with you, and the other time just I wasted the time. Nothing important. گر به همه عمر خیش با تو گر به همه عمر خیش با تو برآرم دمی، حاصل عمران دم است باقی ایام رفت. هر که هوایی نپخت یا به فراغی نسوخت، آخر عمر از جهان چون برود خام رفت. So beautiful, so beautiful. هر که هوایی نپخت. Somebody who didn't fall in love, somebody who didn't fall in love, or didn't burn, or didn't have problem, or didn't become upset because of separation, when he's going to use this. Means if you do not fall in love, then you are useless, you know. آخر عمر از جهان, when he is going to die, he is useless. But he is using 3 words here again that are so beautiful. هر که هوایی نپخت, somebody who didn't, it's difficult to translation, and yeah, I translate. هر که هوایی نپخت, he didn't cook, somebody who didn't or she didn't cook desire. Cook desire means having desire. یا به فراغی نسوخت, or didn't burn from separation. So we have cooking and burning, cooking and burning, okay. آخر عمر از جهان چون برود خام رفت. When he's dying, he's going raw, so he's not cooked and he's not burned, he's raw, nothing happened to him. He has come, just he's dying as he has come to this world. So beautiful, so beautiful. You know, I have read these poems many times, and I know many of them by heart. Okay, yeah, I know them. I can cite them without book or something. But again, when I come back to them, when I read them again, I cannot say bravo. So beautiful, so beautiful. So now we are going to. Now I'm going to speak about the qafiya and radif in this poem. It is for the students of literature and Persian language. You know, Aram, Dam, اتمام, Bam, Am, Nam, Ayam, Ham. They are what? They are qafiya in this poem. And raf, you see, they are radif. Okay, I hope you like it, and I hope you have a good weekend. Have a good day, and bye-bye for now.